Top causes of a car losing power when accelerating: you press the gas pedal expecting smooth acceleration, but instead the engine hesitates. The car feels weak, unresponsive, and you're left wondering what went wrong. That sudden loss of power can happen to any vehicle, often without warning. According to the American Automobile Association, most vehicle breakdowns are preventable with proper maintenance. In this video, we'll uncover 9 hidden reasons your car loses power when accelerating, from airflow restrictions to weak ignition components. Each cause is based on real automotive knowledge and proven mechanical facts. These insights will help you understand how power is made through air, fuel, spark, exhaust, and compression, and how small issues in any of these areas can instantly affect acceleration. Before we begin, subscribe for simple, trustworthy car care advice that keeps your vehicle performing at its best. Cause number 1. Dirty throttle body, the silent airflow blocker. When you press the accelerator, your engine depends on a precise mix of air and fuel to create power. The throttle body is what controls that airflow, opening and closing as you press the gas pedal. Over time, carbon and dirt can build up around the throttle plate, restricting how much air enters the engine. Even a thin layer of buildup can cause rough idling, slow response, or hesitation during acceleration. Many drivers mistake this for fuel or ignition problems, when in reality, the engine simply can't breathe properly. Cleaning the throttle body helps restore smooth airflow, improving throttle response and fuel efficiency. It's a simple maintenance step that often requires only basic tools and an approved throttle cleaner. Think of it like clearing your windpipe. Once airflow returns, performance improves immediately. AAA maintenance experts note that small intake restrictions are among the most common preventable causes of reduced engine power. Keeping this part clean ensures consistent airflow and helps your engine perform closer to its design potential. Cause number 2. Clogged fuel filter. Fuel starved under pressure. Every engine relies on a constant, clean flow of fuel to generate power. The fuel filter acts as a gatekeeper, trapping dirt, rust, and debris before they reach the injectors. Over time, this filter can slowly clog, reducing the amount of fuel that reaches the engine. When this happens, the air-fuel ratio becomes imbalanced, especially under load, and the engine begins to struggle. You might notice hesitation when accelerating, weak performance while climbing hills, or delayed throttle response when merging into traffic. In severe cases, the car may sputter or stall because the pump is straining to push fuel through the blockage. A clogged filter also forces the fuel pump to work harder, shortening its lifespan. Replacing the fuel filter at recommended intervals keeps the fuel system healthy and pressure consistent. It's a low-cost step that can prevent expensive repairs later. Many power loss issues trace back to something as simple as an old filter, making this one of the easiest maintenance checks with the biggest impact on performance and fuel efficiency. Cause number 3. Weak fuel pump. Pressure drop under load. The fuel pump serves as the engine's lifeline, maintaining a steady flow of pressurized fuel from the tank to the injectors. When the pump starts to weaken, the symptoms often appear gradually. The engine may run smoothly at idle or light throttle, but the moment you demand more power, such as passing another vehicle or climbing a steep hill, the engine begins to lag. This happens because the pump can no longer sustain the pressure required for complete combustion. The result is a noticeable drop in power and slower acceleration, even if the engine sounds fine. Drivers sometimes mistake this for transmission or sensor trouble, but it's often a simple case of low fuel pressure. Testing the system with a fuel pressure gauge can confirm the problem. A healthy pump keeps the fuel system balanced, ensuring smooth acceleration and consistent performance. Replacing a weak pump before total failure not only restores power, but also prevents damage to injectors, filters, and other key components that depend on steady fuel delivery. Cause number 4. Failing MAF sensor. Wrong air data to the ECU. Modern engines depend heavily on precise air measurement to maintain the correct fuel mixture. The mass airflow MAF sensor performs this vital task, constantly monitoring how much air enters the intake system. When the sensor becomes contaminated by oil, dust, or moisture, it sends inaccurate data to the engine control unit. This causes an incorrect air-fuel ratio, leading to sluggish throttle response, uneven idling, or unexpected power loss. In some cases, fuel economy also drops because the computer compensates by adding or reducing fuel unnecessarily. Cleaning the MAF sensor with a dedicated cleaner can often restore performance without the need for replacement. But it's important to use the right product to avoid damage. Keeping the air filter clean also helps prevent contamination from returning. Because the MAF sensor acts as the eyes of the fuel system, any misreading affects how the entire engine performs. When maintained properly, it ensures the engine breathes efficiently, responds smoothly, and delivers the power it was designed to produce. Cause number 5. Clogged catalytic converter. Exhaust back pressure trap. The catalytic converter plays a vital role in cleaning exhaust gases before they leave the tailpipe. Over time, carbon deposits and residue from incomplete combustion can clog its internal honeycomb structure. When that happens, the exhaust gases can't escape freely, creating back pressure that forces the engine to work harder. The result is weak acceleration, sluggish response, and a feeling that the engine is running out of breath. In some cases, the exhaust may overheat or produce a faint sulfur smell, signaling restriction inside the converter. The issue is often more noticeable at higher speeds or while driving uphill, where the engine needs maximum flow. A simple back pressure test or temperature reading can help confirm the problem. Replacing a severely blocked converter restores normal exhaust flow and improves both performance and fuel economy. Keeping the engine tuned properly and using quality fuel helps prevent buildup, ensuring the catalytic converter continues to operate efficiently for years. Quick pause, like these quick fixes? Hit subscribe so you never miss simple car care tips. Cause number 6. Faulty oxygen sensor. False air fuel readings. The oxygen sensor monitors how much oxygen remains in the exhaust and sends that data to the engine control unit, which adjusts fuel delivery accordingly. When this sensor becomes slow or fails, it provides inaccurate readings, disrupting the balance between air and fuel. This can cause poor acceleration, uneven idling, and reduced fuel efficiency. In many vehicles, a faulty sensor doesn't immediately trigger a warning light, so the driver might not realize anything is wrong until performance declines. Over time, the incorrect mixture can cause the catalytic converter or spark plugs to wear faster. Replacing a failing oxygen sensor is a relatively simple fix that can restore smooth engine response and improve fuel economy. Keeping this sensor in good condition ensures the computer receives accurate feedback, helping the engine run cleanly and maintain proper combustion. It's a small component that plays a major role in how efficiently your car performs under every driving condition. Cause number 7. Weak ignition coil or spark plug. Losing spark strength. Inside each cylinder, a spark plug ignites the compressed air-fuel mixture to generate power. The ignition coil delivers the high voltage needed to create that spark. When either of these parts begins to weaken, combustion becomes inconsistent. You might notice rough idling, slow acceleration, or vibration during throttle. Over time, weak spark plugs or coils can lead to unburned fuel, reduced performance, and even damage to the catalytic converter. The issue often appears first during hard acceleration or when the engine is under load. Checking spark plug condition is a good first step. Look for fouling, oil residue, or excessive wear. Replacing both the plugs and coils as part of regular maintenance ensures a strong, consistent spark in every cylinder. Healthy ignition components allow for complete combustion, smoother operation, and reliable power when you need it most. Keeping this system in top shape is one of the simplest ways to maintain efficient engine performance. Cause number 8. Engine carbon buildup, the hidden efficiency killer. Carbon buildup occurs naturally inside engines, especially those with direct fuel injection. Over time, tiny particles of unburned fuel and oil vapors stick to intake valves, pistons, and combustion chambers. These deposits restrict airflow, reduce compression efficiency, and interfere with the smooth burning of fuel. Drivers may notice reduced throttle response, rough idling, or knocking sounds under acceleration. Cleaning the intake system and using quality fuel additives can help remove or prevent these deposits. Some modern engines require professional cleaning to fully restore performance. Preventing carbon buildup also involves maintaining a clean air filter, using proper oil grades, and avoiding extended idling. Regular highway driving can help burn away light deposits by keeping the engine at optimal temperature. Carbon buildup is silent but persistent, slowly robbing your car of power and fuel economy. Addressing it early ensures smoother combustion, better performance, and longer engine life overall. Cause number 9. Low engine compression, the final and costliest culprit. When an engine loses compression, it struggles to generate the force needed for proper combustion. This happens when piston rings wear out, valves fail to seal tightly, or the head gasket begins to leak. The result is uneven power across cylinders and noticeable loss of acceleration, even if the fuel, spark, and air systems are working correctly. Low compression often shows up as hard starting, poor throttle response, or a shaky idle. A compression or leak down test can pinpoint which cylinder is losing pressure. Repairing the issue may require replacing rings, valves, or gaskets, depending on the cause. While it's one of the more expensive problems to fix, addressing it promptly prevents further damage and extends the engine's lifespan. Maintaining clean oil, timely servicing, and preventing overheating all help preserve compression. In a healthy engine, balanced compression ensures every cylinder contributes equally to smooth, powerful performance. Final thought. Small fixes, big savings. Loss of power while accelerating is one of the most common complaints among drivers, yet it often begins with simple, preventable issues. A small restriction in airflow, a weak spark, or a clogged fuel passage can slowly reduce performance long before major problems appear. Understanding how air, fuel, spark, exhaust, and compression work together makes it easier to recognize the early signs of trouble. Regular maintenance like cleaning the throttle body, replacing filters, and checking ignition parts keeps these systems balanced and your car running efficiently. Paying attention to unusual hesitation, slow throttle response, or engine vibration can help you act early and avoid expensive repairs. Every vehicle gives clues before performance starts to fade, and catching them in time protects both your engine and your wallet. Staying proactive with simple checks is the key to long-term reliability and smooth driving. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more practical car care tips that help you keep your vehicle performing at its best.